Welcome inside Central Dealership Stadium here for Valley View's homecoming. And I'm Mr. Rand and Mr. Coleman, Harding Academy, coming into this 2-2, a big win last week, 36-0 over Greene County Tech. What are you expecting to see from that team tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to throw a phrase out at you. Eat the captain. This is a defense that started in Stillwater, Oklahoma, got passed down to Shiloh Christian, where the head coach at Harding Academy comes from. They run this kind of defense. It is a no structure, a lot of pressure defense. It's going to be interesting to see what Valley View does to attack that, but I think Coach Riley and those guys have a good plan.
Blazers 3-1, also 1-0 the 5A East. What do you expect to see out of those guys tonight? They had a great game. First period last week really ran the ball well.
Well, with the defense that Harding Academy runs, there's going to be a lot of movement. I think Valley View is going to rely heavily on the run game tonight, so you're going to see a lot of Carter Wallace, which you should. I think you're going to see a little bit more quarterback run game, which could mean a little bit more Barrett Mallett, who's kind of the Wildcat running quarterback for Valley View. But I think you're going to see a lot of long snap counts, a lot of try to get them to jump off sides because of the moving on defense. But I think you're going to see a lot of running from Valley View, and I think it'll be well. I think Valley View's got to clean up some of the mistakes they made last week. A lot of pre-snap penalties. If they can cut that out, stay away from turnovers, I think Valley View's too good.
That's going to do it from down here on the field. We'll now send it to the Coaches Pregame Show on the NEA Sports Network.
Now, the Coaches Show on NEA Sports Network.
You're live with Coach Sean Cockrell in our Coaches Show. Coach, if you would just talk about the start of your season and really starting to get deeper into conference play.
Yeah, I mean, we're 3-1 right now. Feel really good about where we're at. 1-0 in conference, so that was huge to get that win against Paragould. We feel like we're moving in the right direction. We've had some injuries that have kind of bugged us a little bit, and we've got a couple guys down going into this week. But, it's kind of a next man up, scenario for us. So we're going to try to keep moving in the right direction. I think ever since the Searcy second half, we've kind of moved that way. Beating West Memphis 35-6 and Paragould 35-0. But Harding Academy is going to be a big challenge for us.
So you mentioned you play Harding Academy tonight. Talk a little bit about, let's start with the offense. Talk about your offense, some of the personnel, and what that'll look like tonight against Harding Academy.
Yeah, Taylor Heinemann's our quarterback. We kind of settled on him going into Searcy, and he's played really well. Carter Wallace at running back has done extremely well, and we got to get him the ball as many times as possible. And our receivers have done really well with Kamarion Davis, Parker King, Barrett Mallett. We had a couple of receivers go down. Leighton Holt we lost for the season, so that was really tough on us. Levi Manning has come on and been a real big surprise for us at the receiver spot, but can also play some different positions. And then up front, with Judd leading us there, he's been our center for 3 years now. Houston Walker, those guys are coming on. Obviously, those guys are the guys we need. Bryson Branscom's a senior that hasn't ever really gotten to play until this year and has really done well up front. And then Tyler Carver and Jackson Jones is a sophomore. So offensively, we feel good about where we're at. We're still inexperienced at quite a few positions, but they're gaining that experience as we go.
You hit on players on that offense. Obviously, you're a little more run heavy this year than we've seen in the last couple of years, just trying to, feel and get a feel and determine who your quarterback's going to be. Percentage-wise, what do you think that'll look like?
Yeah, I think in years past, our running back didn't carry the ball very much. It was always our quarterback. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's just kind of switched roles because Carter's so good. Taylor's kind of getting his feel for it. He can run. He's not a Drew Gartman or a Carson Turley, but he can run, and he's ran for a touchdown last week. And so we've got to get him more in the run game. But we're going to run it more than we throw it. just because we feel like that's where we're best right now. But we've got to be able to throw the ball to loosen it up, because everybody will start stacking the box against Carter.
You know, we broadcasted your game last week. Y'all lined up out of the gun quite a bit. More of the same.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think we're a spread team. I think we're going to spread you out, but we'll also get some condensed formations to try to confuse the defense a little bit, especially what Harding does. They want to bring pressure for a lot of different places, so if we get them out of that and spread them out, you know, it's a little harder for them to do.
Okay, let's talk about things on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, you know, I think it starts with our linebackers. Ryder Wooten's having a great season. Had 11 tackles, 6 for a loss last week. And it, because of the guys up front, Eli Thornton, Ethan Thomas, Holden Murphy, those guys are doing a really good job. So you got Wooten at the inside, Riley McNamee is the other inside backer. We lost Luke Herringer for about 2 to 3 weeks, we hope. Hopefully we get him back. Corey Gamble will step up in his spot, and then Silas Thomas at the other outside backer. And then our corners, Rylan Ramsey's, you know, our guy that's been, you know, kind of our guy the last couple of years, and he kind of locked down on one side, and then Kobe Wester's getting better on the other side. A.V. Jones and Will Finley are really playing well with the safeties, really good tacklers. So, you know, it's going to be tougher because Harding throws it so much. They do a lot of screens, love intermediate passing, deep passing. And then they'll put Cam Pryor, he plays defense for him, they'll put him at quarterback and run, kind of a wildcat formation. And that's going to be hard on us as well. So they do a lot of different stuff, offensively, defensively, that we're going to have to be really sound in what we do and execute.
Harding Academy traditionally is very good. You know, this would not be considered an easy matchup this week, right?
No, it's tough. They've got a new coach, so there's a lot of new things, but it's still Harding Academy. They still know how to win. They still play extremely hard. They run to the football well. Their numbers are low. So we hope that maybe we can wear them down and be in it in the fourth quarter and then go get one. But it's going to be a very tough task for us.
And then just finally, obviously focus is on this week, but just as you get into this 5A East Conference play, obviously, I mean, I don't think you can't not consider you guys to be the favorite because of what you've done in the past. You've got some really good players coming back, but it's still fairly wide open, right?
I think so. I think it's more level than it has been in the past. I mean, I think kind of after we, you know, beat Harding last year, we kind of felt like we were the front runner. You know, so we've won it 3 years in a row. But I would say this year more level than it's ever been. I feel like anybody can beat anybody at any time, and I even feel like Paragold's going to win quite a few games. I think they played extremely hard last week. Defense was really, really good. If they can quit with the turnovers, I think they've got a chance. So I think week in, week out, you know, we always say it as coaches that every game's going to be tough, but I really do believe that this year.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Northeast Arkansas, Central Dealerships is not one to brag, but actually we are. We're at the top of our game, bringing NEA incredible selection and exceptional service. To back that, Central was awarded, yet again, General Motors Mark of Excellence. From Chevy to Toyota, Nissan to Ford, we have the perfect ride waiting for you and the best service to get it to you. So find your next vehicle at a Central dealership today or shop us online.
No matter what the job calls for, contractors can count on Barton's. With your own dedicated sales representative, you'll get personalized support and accurate material takeoffs to keep your project on budget. Need flexible financing? We offer in-house accounts and financing options. Plus, take advantage of our product holding, on-site delivery, and professional installation of flooring, cabinets, and vanities. Supplying local contractors for 140 years. Visit us online at bartons.com. Build it better with Barton's.
Since 1945, we've been more than just a bank. We've been deeply rooted in communities across Arkansas, growing alongside the families and businesses we serve. We started the Farmers and Merchants Bank in Stuttgart, Arkansas 80 years ago to ensure working folks could borrow money to run their farms, fund their businesses, and build their families' futures. Today, Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to continue supporting our communities, including our students and athletes. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Glensane, we know extra time is hard to come by. Your hands are full, your days are packed, and time doesn't slow down. We work hard when you have a service issue. With full service centers at each of our 4 locations, we will always do our best to make it convenient for you and your busy lifestyle. Thank you for trusting our family with your family for over 70 years.
A Ritter Go-Getter gets everything done, and Ritter Gig Internet can handle a ton. You'll create art for the whole world to see, find new ways to support all your teams, and arrange new arrangements for arranging your screens. You'll game, you'll stream, you'll bike till you can't, create filtered water for you and your plants, or watch video instructions for hemming your pants. With Ritter Internet, look at all you'll accomplish, connect all your devices, and, schmabomplish? With Wi-Fi this fast, there can be none better, so get in touch and be a Ritter Go-Getter.
When you ask someone about their favorite show, there's a good chance it's on CBS or Fox, 2 of the most popular networks in the country. When you ask someone where they go for local news and information, they usually say Northeast Arkansas News. When you ask someone how they grew their business, they'll probably tell you they advertise with KJNB. When you add it all up, top-rated networks, local focus, and dynamic advertising, you get more than just a TV station. You'll get a hometown friend. KJNB. This is who we are. This is home.
Our journey began way back in 1891 with a group of folks who believed that this community deserved a local bank. Well, it's been over 130 years, and we're still the only true community bank in Northeast Arkansas. Our core beliefs in supporting the places that we call home hasn't changed, and it never will. We care about you. We care about our communities, because every journey matters.
For 140 years, homeowners and DIYers have trusted Barton's for their home improvement needs. From small projects to remodels to building a home, our experts are here with the tools, knowledge, and advice to make your project a success. With 10 100% employee-owned locations across Northeast Arkansas and Southeast Missouri, delivery, installation, and free design services, Barton's is your trusted partner for every project. Visit us online at bartons.com. Build it better with Barton's.
At Glensane, we've spent over 70 years trying to do things the right way, with honesty, heart, and hometown pride. With 4 locations across Paragould, Rector, and Kennett, we offer a wide selection of GMC, Chevy, Buick, and Ford vehicles, and service centers to keep them running strong. We're a family-owned business, and we treat every customer like one of our own, because after 70 years, that's what matters most.
And welcome inside the broadcast booth here at NEA Sports Network. Another great evening for high school football here in the northeast corner of the state. And like we mentioned, have Harding Academy coming into town for Valley View's homecoming. And Harding will get the ball first, and the Blazers will receive it to start the second half. But what are you looking forward to seeing from this Harding Academy offense? They lost Owen Miller to graduation last year, but you can say the Blazers also lost Drew Gartman. Both of those guys had good games last year, but we'll see new looks for both offenses this year.
Yeah, and I think both sides you're going to see multiple quarterbacks. Cruz Ray, number 6, will get the majority of the snaps at quarterback for Harding Academy, but number 11, Cam Pryor, will play some quarterback and run the ball at the quarterback position.
So Troy Dale set to get things started here for Valley View as he kicks off from his own 40-yard line. That's going to go on the near